Good morning and welcome back to Pat Castin's channel. Today we're going west to a place called Edinburgh. Just outside there's a trail called Peters Mill Run. So we're heading up there. It's going to take about 3 hours to get there. And so basically we're heading 64 west and then get on 81 heading up north. But so I've watched several videos on this trail. It's what they call a Jeep certified patch trail. So if you're a Jeep owner, you can ride this trail, get a patch out of it. I'm not into patches, but I do like to go out here, just get away from the house for a little bit. And I'm probably going to spend 2 days out here, but it'll take about 3 hours to get there. We're going to stop by a place called Bo's. It's a gas station. You have to have a pass. So passes cost about $5, and so you can get a 2-day pass for $10. So this trail is maintained by the Forestry Department, and again, it's in the George Washington National Forest. So we'll stop there first and head up to the trail. And the trail, I say it'll take a couple hours to do. It's rated easy. I've watched quite a few videos on it. There are a few people that don't do any off-roading, said it was a little difficult for them. And mainly, I think because the trails are so narrow. They're like a single track trail, single road. So based off of some of the videos I watched, you have to be really careful with other vehicles coming. So sometimes there's some places that's a little difficult to pull up the side of the road for both vehicles to get through. If you go to the George Washington National Forest, or just Google that trail, it'll take you to recreation.gov, I believe it is. But they have some paperwork you can download, the rules and everything, and they also tell you exactly where to go to get a pass. So we're going to follow the rules, get a pass, have a little fun out there. And then there's a pond out there if you Google the area. So I'm going to try some fly fishing out there, and then we'll go find us a camping place to camp, and then next day we're going to head to another place. All right, hope you enjoy it. So we're here at Bo's Express getting some fuel, and then we're going to go and get our pass. The Bo's Express is right off of 81, so as soon as you get off the highway, it's right there on the left if you're heading north. Alright, so we made it to George Washington National Forest, so we got about 2 more miles up the road here, and we'll be at the entrance to Peters Mill Run. Alright, so we're at the beginning of the Peters Mill trail here, and so we're parked over there. The trail extends back out that way. V for victory, V for vehicle. So I just wanted to see what that sign said. No cars are recommended. tried fishing here, no luck. Tried a little bit of fly fishing. I haven't seen any little fish at all in here, but you never know what's out there in the middle. But anyway, we're gonna head back up. So far, there's only been one vehicle that passed me, and I was actually parked right here. And there's been about 3 or 4 ATVs come by, but most of the trail is not that bad. It's just a lot of rocks. You really got to take it slow. But yeah, so my propane tank came loose, and I had a strap on it and a zip tie on the bottom of it, but it came loose. So now I got the strap back on it and some 100-mile-an-hour tape on it, so hopefully it'll hang in there. So we're gonna head back out this way and keep heading west. This reminds me of Reforger, 1977, Germany. But there's more water there. to turn. So this is really a bad road to get to. Probably the worst one I've been on to get to the campground. But there's a little sign back there and it points down this way. I never thought it would be down here, but okay, so we made it here. We're going to get number 8. So I guess green means we're checked in, red means we're checked out. So I'm taking number 8. So that's number 9. Take number 8. This is the spot we're going to get right here. Alright, so we're up here on Woodstock Tower. I got no cell phone coverage down there at the campground. So we're 2,000 feet AGL. And so I'm going to post a couple pictures on Facebook and call my wife so she knows I'm okay. And then I'm going to head back down the valley. I'm almost down at the very bottom down here, so it's pretty far. Pretty windy up here too, but you can see all the mountain ridges, but we're way down there in the valley with no cell phone coverage. So if I didn't mention it, this is Little Fort Campground. So the next campsite is right there, so it's pretty close. So I'm using my my bike packing cycling equipment. So I got a Kelty sleeping bag in there. This is the tent I use, sleeping bag I use when I go bike. I use my bike to go bike packing. So looks like we got a lot of bears around here. Some more bears tearing up the trees out there. There's a house over here. Not a house, but a shed. Looks abandoned. So unfortunately, I forgot my steak seasoning sauce, so I'm using a little bit of just salt and pepper and chicken seasoning. So, oh well, it'll still taste good. Looking good. The bugs are here. It's spring. Probably about 30 minutes. We're going to crank this bad boy up. So I got some wood pellets in there. I got plenty of wood for 2 days because that black box up on top of my car, that's full of wood also. So we're heading up here to check this tower out up here. Nice little trail. This is the tower. It's quite beautiful up here. Man. Well, up this mountain, it's pretty windy. Going back to a different spot. So we traveled about an hour and 30 minutes, but for the last 30 miles, I've had no cell phone signal at all. So I don't like being 30 miles into the woods and no cell phone coverage. Well, we made it to our camp area, but we're literally 30 miles off grid right now. I have no cell phone coverage for at least 30 miles. But I was hoping as we were driving here, I would somehow pick up a signal, but I don't think I'm going to be staying here tonight. Only because if something happens, I have no way to call anybody or anything. So, but this seems like a nice area. I mean, there's no like fire pits or anything, but it's designated as a free camping area. Hey, welcome back. It's Pat Castin here. So this is the conclusion of my video of Peters Mill Run OHV Trail Complex. So if I had to rate it 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, I'd probably give it a 3. I thought it was fairly easy. It's a little rocky, so it's a trail that you can't go fast on. You got to go slow on it. So I didn't even air down to do the trail. I only had one little area, and I was right in the beginning. I had to back down the hill and then go back up. But other than that, probably get a 3 or 4. Again, it's rocky and you have to go slow. I would not take, I have another car, a GLC 300 Mercedes. It's considered an SUV. I would not take it out there. Just because I don't want to get it all muddy and dirty, or there's a lot of rocks out there. And it's just not set up for that kind of trail riding. But anyway, I came in through Edinburgh, Virginia, came up that way, and that's where I started at. You can either go either direction, but I started in Edinburgh and started right there. It's about 10-mile long trail. There's not a lot, but there's quite a few areas off to the sides that you can pull off, because it's really a single track trail. And there is a pond out there that you can you know, pull off, have a picnic, whatever. And then there's another open area just about halfway through where you could probably put 20-30 vehicles inside there. You can land a helicopter, small like emergency helicopter, but again, no cell phone coverage. But other than that, there are some areas you can pull off. To me, it's a single track trail. So I only saw like 3 or 4 people out there. I did the trail in April. But at the end of the trail, I stayed at a place called Little Fort Campground. It's free. There's about 9 or 10 camp spots there. There's no pay, no fee. There is a bathroom there. Looked pretty decent. Looks like the Forest Department does take care of it. But other than that, if you get your permit, they'll give you a little tag like this. I went to Bose, just right off exit 279 off Interstate 81, and it cost me $5. If you stay 3 days on the trail, it costs you 12. If you do 30 days, it's like 20 bucks. But other than that, I thought it was a pretty easy trail. I did see some videos where people said it was pretty hard for them, but you could actually take this trail like with a stock vehicle, you know, like a 4x4 Jeep, you know, a 4Runner, could do the trail. You just got to take your time doing it. But I did watch quite a few videos. There were some people that said, hey, they were honest about it, never did any off-roading, and they thought it was, you know, a little difficult for them. But for me, it wasn't that bad. You just have to take it slow, and it's rocky. But other than that, I had a pretty good time. One last thing is, because it is rocky, I almost lost my propane tank. And I always stick a zip tie on the bottom of the propane tank, because there's some little holes, because I never want that thing to like fly off on the highway or something. But I do zip tie it, and then there's a strap around it. It did come loose, and but it was still sitting up there. And when I pulled off at the little pond to do some fishing there, I did have to put the strap back on it, and I did stick some 100-mile-an-hour tape around it. And also my fuel can almost came off, and so I just stuck a little 100-mile-an-hour tape on it and continued on, no problems. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was kind of long, I'm sorry. I know some of the sound wasn't that great, but please give me some likes, subscribe to me, and I can't wait to put my next video out. Have a good day. Bye.